Hello everyone, I'm Anton Kochkov and I will do a short introduction of our Google Summer of Code program. What is Google Summer of Code? Radar and Qatar participates in this program since 12-14, and this program is made by Google for a summer, full-time summer internship to work on open source projects. It requires a lot of time and dedication from both students and mentors. And sometimes when we have a lot of good applications for Google Summer of Code, but we don't have enough slots, we also run our own Radar Summer of Code. And during all these years, thanks to Google and everyone involved, including students, a lot of improvements and new features had been done. For example, stuff like improved Windows platform support and file formats for both Radar and Qatar, remote GDB debugging support, also LLDB, and recently WinDBG, function arguments detection, and corresponding types inference. Various console interface improvements, stuff like pop-up help window or file selection window, tab auto completion, diet line, Vim and Emacs key bindings. Also different file formats support for signatures apart from the native Radar ones. It's stuff like Flirt and from IDPro and Yara, and also loading dwarf and PDB debug symbols. This had been done on previous years, but students will tell you about better integration this year. Objective-C metadata parsing and Radico decompiler, which is sadly abandoned due to the appearance of the R2 Ghidra. This year, you can check the details by this link. In short, we had 5 proposals and 4 successfully reached its final evaluation. It's not yet finished, but so far all the students perform well during this summer, and I expect everything will be fine. From all these projects, we had 2 Radar projects, 1 project for Qatar and 1 for R2 Ghidra. Let me speak short about every project. For Radar, we have 2 important parts. It's loading types information from dwarf and PDB. As I mentioned before, they both were parsed even earlier, but the parsed information wasn't deeply integrated into analysis and main Radar facilities and also Qatar facilities. And second, reversible debugging and general debugging improvements. This summer, a lot of work had been done on rewriting reversible debugging and fixing some important debugging bugs. For Qatar, a very important project, especially for integration with other projects like R2Deck, R2 Ghidra, and Reddeck. The main part is a representation of the output of these tools, and before it was basically a text output without many useful features like you can find in other tools. So this summer, one of the students worked hard on improving the compilation widget, which allows richer interaction like selection, navigation, and context menu, and also editing the output of these tools. And another important project is R2 Ghidra, but before it was just the compiler integration. This summer, one of the students worked on a Slay disassembler backend, which integrates existing Slay engine from Ghidra into the radar and provides Erasm and analysis modules for radar. And in the future, I hope it will be improved a lot to allow using Ghidra modules without any change from radar. But some of the projects we really hoped that there will be more candidates that will want to work on, but nobody took them so far. It's improving exploitation capabilities, for example, like ROP search. We hope someday radar will have a radar ROP compiler, and also we should work on improving different features in both radar and Carter, and heap viewer, which is also a very common tool in during the exploitation. And of course, improving the speed by the means of parallelism and reducing the memory footprint, and also, of course, better integration with other tools. We believe that our infrastructure will be more diversified with interaction with other tools and scripts. Thank you, and now words to the students themselves. I hope you will enjoy.